Panthers. This is Mr. Acker with the weekly update. Today is February 19th, 2021. So we have a couple of exciting things coming up. We're going to have a group from CABE, that's the California Association of Bilingual Educators, come in and do a 6-week training on what's called Project to Inspire. And that's going to be for all parents. It will be part of the Project to Inspire is in Spanish. It's in English as well. And that'll start the week of March 1st through the 5th. And we'll go 6 weeks, 3 weeks before spring break, and then actually I believe a week during spring break, and then a couple weeks after. That'll be a real good opportunity for parents to ask questions about the hybrid program. And so there'll be more details that'll come out about our Project to Inspire here at Painted Hills. Also, we're requiring students with D's and F's to get into their asynchronous classes and get in there for small groups to get the grades up. Again, we got to fill in those gaps. We got to be ready for next year. It's coming quick. Also, other opportunity to get those grades up. The Academy of Scholars starts next week on Monday. That is a tutoring program that is district-wide for all the middle schools. From 3 to 6 p.m., students will be able to go. We'll give you a link, a Zoom link, and the kids will be able to go and work with credentialed teachers in all their core subject areas. So math, science, social studies, and language arts. And credentialed teachers, middle school teachers here in Palm Springs will help them out to get them up to snuff. Lastly, we want your feedback on the Panorama Survey. Please go to our website and you click on this link and give us some feedback on the Panorama Survey. And then finally, we have I wanted to interview some teachers and parents about Black History Month and what it means to them. And so please enjoy. Miss Madison, thank you for participating in our Black History Month little question and answer. So Miss Madison, what does Black History Month mean to you and why is it so important?
Well, I think it's a really good thing to be able to study Black history, Black Americans who made contributions to America that somehow, somewhere along the line, just got swept under the rug. And I know when I was in school, there was no Black History Month. There was no Black anything in textbooks or even in conversation, unless you were in an all-Black school. And then maybe some people were brought up, but even in an all-Black school, there was not really a big emphasis on Black history. It was just a curriculum. So it's good to see quite a difference in curriculum and how open it is and how widespread it is.
Deacon Shepherd, nice to have you here with us. Good to see you again. So I appreciate you participating in this series. So what does Black History Month mean to you and why is it so important?
It's a celebration of the contributions of Black Americans from the inception of our nation. I think it's important because there's so many stories that are untold. And one of the things that I say daily on Facebook when I post a new Black History hero is that our history is so rich and it evolves beyond, Dr. King, Barack Obama, Vice President Harris. There's so much more there. And unfortunately, it hasn't been told in public school systems. And so I think it's important that we do take advantage to highlight these contributions.
I'll just touch on several things and I'll come back to it. First of all, it builds a self-esteem for the children, okay? It provides a legacy in which the children can look back and see that their people or their ancestors have made great contributions to the world, and then they know that they have a responsibility to carry that legacy on. Another one is, say, like the cultural expression. And what I mean by cultural expression, each people have a uniqueness about them. And it's important that we collectively as Black people understand our uniqueness, because it's a form of identifying yourself. it's a form of belonging. So those are the things that say highlight the understanding or the need for Black history. And again, I won't necessarily say Black History Month because our history has been limited. Okay, and this is what I mean by limited. When you take a look at a people's history, you start from the onset, from the genesis of it. You don't start at a time when the people are going through a tragedy or trauma. So if you look at any people's history, you'll see that it starts at the genesis of the people. It might even deal with the cosmology of the people. Now, when you take a look at Black history per se, and I'm just going to use that because that's a common term, when you take a look at that, then you see a separation. You see a separation between Africa and the African Americans. You see a separation between Africa and the people on the continent of Africa and the African diaspora. See, there should not be that separation. So then what happens in regards for children is that they believe that particularly African American youth here, they believe that their history started with slavery, which is in a sense, who wants to begin the knowledge of their people at that point. But here in this country, that's where it begins, but it doesn't begin there.
No.
Because our history go all the way back to the continent when we were the architects of the pyramids, when we laid the foundation of civilization as it exists today, when people from other countries, Greece and other countries came to Kemet, which is called Egypt, came to Kemet to learn. So we taught the scholars of the world.
I want to thank Dr. Keffion Shepherd, Miss Madison, and Mr. McKee for participating in this. Really, really appreciate you guys' time, your knowledge, and for being a part of Painted Hills Middle School. Thanks a lot. Have a great weekend, everybody.